It's campaign season. We are just 8 days away from Election Day, and our CBS News Battleground Tracker shows that Republicans are still in the lead to take the House. Republicans are estimated to take 228 seats in the House. That's 4 more seats than our estimate showed just 2 weeks ago. I am joined now by our all-star panel, 3 of my CBS News colleagues. We have Executive Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto, who is joining us from New York City. We have Congressional Correspondent Nicole Killian, who is with us from Georgia, and Chief Election and Campaign Correspondent Robert Costa, who joins us from Pennsylvania. I want to start with you, Anthony, for the latest on polling in the midterms. I know, all of the campaigns have essentially made their closing pitches. We know what their arguments are, but the biggest question looming is turnout, how turnout could impact control of the House specifically. What have you been seeing?
How you doing, Caitlin? So we can put that in our model and show folks how that could affect this race. Let me start with this. That's the number you read off the top, which is our current estimate right now, the Republicans leading in 228 seats, obviously enough for majority, right? Now, if we take the data we've collected, talking to voters in all of these districts, putting it in our model, and we say, what happens if the Democrats get really strong turnout, approaching what they saw in 2018 from, in particular, younger voters? Well, I can put that in, and you see the Democrats basically make this an even race. It gets them to 218 within a seat or two. Maybe they could hold on to the House. Now, we haven't seen that yet because younger voters haven't told us they're as likely to turn out as older voters. But that's the sort of lower bound of the Republican range right now. Having said that, Caitlin, let me see what happens if we put into the model where the Republican turnout advantage keeps growing, where they show up in greater numbers, especially in Republican areas. That would get them to 238 seats, so a larger gain than our baseline estimate, and about an average gain for a party out of power. That's the range of possibilities. Slight edge, slight chance of Democrats holding the House, maybe a bigger edge, maybe a bigger gain for the Republicans that people want to be focused on when we say it all comes down to turnout.
Yeah, it really does. And if you are a voter watching this and wondering if your vote counts, I think those models show that, yes, in fact, your vote could make the difference in some of these key races. Anthony, when I am out in battleground states reporting, the first thing I do is turn on the television in my hotel room to kind of see what voters are seeing in terms of ads. And every voter I talk to says they've been inundated with ads. And I'm wondering whether these ads are making a difference. Is there any way that you guys have been tracking this?
I'm glad you asked, Caitlin, because if we take a look at what do people think will happen if either party wins, right? Now, they're running negative ads against the other side, things, usually a doom and gloom, something kind of message from the opponents, but then campaigns are saying, no, this is what we promise you. So take a look at what people think will happen if the Democrats win. Will they try to pass a national right to an abortion law, 84%? Okay, that's the Democrats' messaging. That's getting out there. At least that's good for their voters, which is what they want. But look at some of the effects of potentially the negative ads Republicans are running against Democrats. 53% of likely voters think the Democrats would cut police funding. That's been the subject of negative ads. 59% think Democrats would try to open the U.S.-Mexico border. That's been the subject of ads. Now, again, that's not necessarily what's going to happen, but it's what people think is going to happen. So maybe those ads are having an effect. And let me show you this on the Republican side. Good thing for them, since people are concerned about gas prices. They'd say people think they'd increase U.S. energy production, 71%. But, Democrats have raised these concerns about democracy. What happens next if the Republicans take the Congress? Well, 56% think they'd try to pass a national abortion ban. 56% think they'd try to overturn Democratic wins in elections. So those Democratic messages saying the Republicans might do these things, and Democratic voters anyway don't want that, some of those may be having an effect too, Caitlin. Definitely some perceptions out there on either side.
Yeah, Anthony, thanks for that. I mean, as much as voters bemoan all of those political ads, they are absorbing them in some capacity, which is why they keep getting made. Anthony, thanks so much. Good to see you, and we'll check